What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV back with another one on Super Bowl Sunday, and I was not going to do this video at all. Like I said that I'm gonna keep it quiet with Cowboys news because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and quite frankly, I feel like you have to earn the right in order to be talked about. You have to earn the right. You have to be in the big dance, and I truly do believe that the moment belongs to the 49ers and it belongs to the Chiefs. But you're starting to see rumblings now, and it might be by design. So I feel like it might be the perfect opportunity for me to drop this video because, as I've been talking with people on Twitter, I've been telling you guys I'm team no extension right now. You know, that could change, but it's kind of my way of being on strike, not necessarily for Dak Prescott. And I want to make it abundantly clear. I want Dak Prescott to be my quarterback. I want to win this thing with Dak Prescott. So the reason that I'm team no extension right now has nothing to do with the team. See, a lot of you guys are looking at it because you want what's best for the team, right? Opening up this cap money allows them more money to spend more money. But what has this team showed you when players go ahead and do that for them? All they do is go ahead and re-sign the guys that they drafted that don't have championship DNA, and it's been this big cycle of losing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about ego. It's all about pride and ego. All they're going to do is clear up money to re-sign their homegrown guys. Homegrown guys that haven't been able to cut it. I watched the interview with Gilly and Brandon Cooks, who've been in championship environments, who live in a non-excuse culture, who live in a disciplined culture, who had before they came here, before they were traded here. And you could kind of tell that I don't think Brandon Cooks won a Super Bowl, but he's been around Super Bowl people. He was bred around it. Stephon Gilmore played for one of the greatest coaches of all time for 5 years. And you just hear in his voice how he wants to come back and how they want to run it back, but they feel like they left something out there. What they left out there is they don't have the players. They have the top players, but they need one or two more pieces. We've been saying this for years. Dak Prescott working with the team, making it easy on them. They're just really going to re-sign. Jerry told you this. So when he's
very obvious here in my mind. And so anything I've said, like last year, I said we see a picture of him going forward for many years. That's live and well. Yes, we sure do. But we've got a lot of contracts to address.
Yeah, because the only reason we talk about him is because it's cap, $59 million cap figure. It impacts what you can do with other guys. You have to decide.
But for me to make an answer that you want to hear, I have to say we've got a lot of work to do on every one of these guys' contracts. And if you don't get it worked out on certain contracts, it would change this answer.
What is the word? He said all in. Jerry didn't say he was going all in on the season. He said he was going all in on the people that have shown them that, they're here.
I would anticipate, with looking ahead at our key contracts that we'd like to address, we'll be all in. I would anticipate we'll be all in at the end of this year.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't say I'm going all in and I'm going to go sign these free agents and stuff. You got to listen to what he said. And when I think about what Tad said about, I've been, if I can get him away from this, and I'm paraphrasing, if I can get him away from this toxic ass environment, I'd do it. That made me think from my perspective as a family member of a former Pro Bowler. That made me think of as a father of a budding athlete, as a guy that's a fan of boxing who have watched fathers take their sons and get them to the pinnacle. And there was a lot of criticism along the way. You know what I'm saying? With family members and stuff like that. There was a lot of criticism. And I know that that's kind of what's in the whirlwind of Cowboys Nation right now. A lot of family members are talking and stuff like that. And when Tad said that, I had to kind of put a different hat on with that. And it made me think, what incentive does Dak Prescott have at signing an extension here? He's already been one of the highest paid quarterbacks before, and they didn't really add anything around him besides trading for some people and trading some stuff away. I don't want to get into that conversation, but Dak has always been the guy that's taking the blame. He's always been the one that's taking the blame for there not being enough money. Dak ain't the one who runs the contracts the way that they run it. They're the ones who can set triggers at any time and create money. They're the ones who can get creative. They are comfortable right now. Dak getting an extension done, for one, he got to go through that BS process of negotiating with them, because they're going to negotiate. They're going to do some things in bad faith. It just is what it is. You got to go through the fire in order for them to really pay you in Dallas. That's just what it is. So you got to go through that fire. Then you're going to have to go through this whole media thing again, where every year, every offseason, they're going to compare you to an average-ass quarterback that they feel like can do better than you. The fans hate you. They're going to send you all of this type of stuff. We're talking about Cowboys fans, right? What incentive does Dak have to sign an extension, right, when he has 2 voidable years, and if they get creative with the money, they can bring people in here if they want to. There are other guys they can hit triggers for if they really want to go out and be all in. They don't have to get an extension with Dak done in order for them to be all in. An extension for Dak means that you're playing it for down the road. Again, that is not all in. I sat right here and watched the Chiefs only have $77,000 of cap room when they were negotiating with Patrick Mahomes. I've watched them be creative in how they've worked the cap and stuff, got guys in, not done that, but they're here, they're playing today. We're not. Our way is not working. Our way is not working. It doesn't work. They're comfortable. They need to get off their ass and get creative. And until then, if I'm Dak Prescott, I hold the leverage. Until you do this, this, and this, I'm not signing an extension. You want to know what the leverage is? He can go play anywhere else. You saw Najee Harris talk about how Dak gets the most hate out of anybody. What incentive does he have to be the highest paid player, right? After the Green Bay game and how things happened, you guys thought that the mental health, you guys thought that the hate was bad then. Imagine what happens when Dak signs a contract higher than Patrick Mahomes. You imagine that. When we haven't won anything. No, bro. They need to show good faith first. And then you talk about contract extensions or whatnot. Because here's the thing. Dak already has endorsements. He's already been paid. He's already, it's up to them. $59 million on the cap this year. They're the ones that have to get a deal done. Not Dak. Dak can sit back and be good. They're the ones who have to be creative. Make those guys be creative. And as a family member, I'm thinking, bro, pick up and leave this hellhole. You know what I'm saying? With how things have been, with how they're running this organization, with how these fans treat you. Pick up and leave, dog. You don't have to go through this. I know you love it here, but I know you love yourself more. I know you love yourself more. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth what you're going to go through if they're not going to help you, and if they're going to allow you to be the scapegoat. I don't see them coming out and when people say this and that about Dak, I see them all press is good press. I'm team no extension right now. Not because I don't want Dak to be the quarterback. I want our front office to get off their ass and be creative for once. That's where I'm at, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I know there are people out there, we'll let them walk, this and that. Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let them walk and see what happens. You guys can't handle a 12-5 season. Let's see what happens when we go 3-14. All right? But that's where I'm at, guys. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.